Govannen Niblings. Let's play LotRO, episode 77. So I'm back here in Estelden, and I'm heading to Halbarad. We need to deliver the news that the elves will come to the council, but we also need to defend Trestlebridge from the orcs.
How can I be of service?
Alright, so he's really excited about the elves coming. But now
We must not delay.
it is time to defend Trestlebridge. And again, this I will get the inspiration buff for doing this by myself. Alright, so this is a private instance.
The little town of Trestlebridge is all that stands between the orcs of Angmar and Bree to the south. Halbarad, Ranger of the North, gathers heroes to help defend Trestlebridge from the approaching onslaught.
So we've got to talk to Mayor Boskins. I'm going to see if I can get a screenshot here. That might have been a good one. Yeah, I think that'll be my screenshot there. I think this might be a better one. If I can get it in here right. No, couldn't get one in time. Alright, so orcs are attacking. Alright, so similar to an escort quest, I have all of these different NPCs here. I have Nellie, Boskins, Halbarad, and these two guardsmen that are all going to help me fight. So there's a mix of orcs here. Some of them are normal, some of them are elites. I think I saw a couple of them that were signatures. Completed a Slayer deed. LotRO points. Completed Orc Slayer. Got a title. And opened the advanced. Oh, looks like we're at the boss fight. Oh lord. Oh, he's got heals. That's not good. This archer. Battle Lords over there fighting Halbarad. No, he's actually hurt. I don't know what happened to the other two guards. Alright. Ah, so they're getting along at last. Alright, I think that other picture was better, so I'm just gonna do that one. Alright, so, he's he's asking me to just take care of everyone in Trestlebridge.
Elrond has healed Frodo of his Morgul wound, and now the time has come to decide the fate of the One Ring. I can see no other path than that which leads to Mount Doom. Who then shall defend Eriador against the shadow of Angmar?
Okay. So here's Nellie again.
Greetings.
So she is grateful. These gloves are okay. Agility is not as good as might for me. I think I'll just take the sword instead.
Might I take a moment of your time?
I just got a friend of Bree. That's great. Actually, I want to work on my Bree reputation, but I've got a plan for how to do that, but I'm going to do it in a later episode. Okay, so she will come to Halbarad's council. Great. Okay, well, I need to go back to Estelden to talk to Halbarad. So, I'll just take the Waystone there. Oh. Oh
Stay
no.
a moment.
That's one of the quests that I skipped. Okay. So I'm going to take my, my milestone back to Estelden. Alright, so here in Estelden, now I'll go talk to Halbarad. I think we get to see the council that he's been working towards next.
What do you need?
Alright. So he's pretty happy about Mayor Boskins coming.
Stay a moment.
Okay. he needs me to talk to Aragorn. However, Aragorn is in Rivendell. Aragorn would be here, except he's dealing with something more important. So, he's sending me there. Alright. So I have to get up to Rivendell myself. Now let's see. Let me go to the stable master and see if the stable master can take me to Rivendell. I hope so.
How can I be of service?
No, I can't. Oh, you know what? One of my premium items, I believe, will let me go there. And I'm gonna do that. Now I get these just from the gift boxes, or from festival giveaways. I can't remember if I've used them before. You know, I probably also got some from these gift boxes here, as well as Hobbit presents. Or Hobbit gifts, or whatever they call it. Alright, so this is the craft hall of Estelden, and I normally wouldn't come here because I'm not doing crafting on this character, but this is the only vault keeper in the North Downs.
What do you need?
So, while I'm here, I'm going to put my Dwarfstone of the Deeps away. Yeah, I'm gonna put it here. Uh-oh, my vault is full. Oh, you know what? I can buy more space. So your first few vault upgrades you can purchase with money. I think I may have bought one in a previous episode. I can't remember. But anyway, I have more than enough money to buy an upgrade at the moment. So, there we go. So yeah, I'm just going to put that here. And now I've got a bunch of various things here. These are what I was going to talk about. I've got some Bree reputation items. I mentioned them earlier, but I've got a plan for turning some of them in to get Bree rep. Now this is what I'm looking for. This writ of special passage. So I want one of them. Alright, so I get these sometimes from festivals, or sometimes the developers just mail you things, especially during festivals, especially during the winter festival, or the Hobbit presents that show up every day, or these gifts for a new adventurer present can contain these sometimes. So, what I want to do with this is I will come here, I will use it. So you can, basically what I'm saying is you can get these on a free account. Although I probably have more of them because I have the VIP account. Probably had more opportunities to get
How
them.
can I be of service?
So that, I thought that would unlock it, but it didn't. It's still telling me I haven't discovered the destination. Well, you get to see me discover that live. So here's what I have to do.
How can I be of
Okay,
service?
it looks like I have to go there
What do
the
you need?
old-fashioned way. I could spend a mithril coin to get there, but I don't want to do that. Alright, so you know what I'm gonna do instead? I'm gonna go to Bree. I'm gonna do what I mentioned earlier about getting reputation in Bree. I'm going to just spend a little time in Bree for the rest of this episode. And I'll get to Rivendell in the next episode. One of the ambient sound effects is stuck. I just noticed it. It's like rain or fire or something. Ever since I did the defensive Trestlebridge instance, that ambient sound effect is still playing. Alright, so I'm going to go here to the vault.
What can I do for you?
So remember I mentioned that every reputation faction, at least the ones in Eriador, have a place you can go. It's either a dungeon or it's a place on the map where you can go and farm reputation items for that faction. Almost everyone. I think the Matham Society doesn't, but most of the reputation factions in Eriador have one of these.
What can I do for you?
So I have acquired these just through play on other characters in that dungeon in Bree. And it's one of the Barrow instances. I can't remember which one right now. But yeah, one of the Barrow instances that drops all these. So what I'm going to do is head to the Bree faction center. The Men of Bree faction center, which is here in the south end of Bree. Speaking of Hobbit presents, Hobbit gifts, these are what you can get, where you can get those token that I used earlier, which didn't do what I thought it would do. I'm a little disappointed. Alright, so
Would you do something for me?
so these are reputation quests. They're repeatable. You can do them every day. They actually give you some of these items, and you do them by going into some of the Barrow quests, the Barrow instances.
Stay a moment.
So
Stay a moment.
you can see all those, but there are other options too. So those are more of those same.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Alright, so here's one. The Barrow Treasure.
What can I do for you?
So, see, I can do this quest, and it's turning in some of these treasures, and it's giving me a reputation for it. So, that's pretty handy, I think.
What can I do for you?
And you can spend
How can I be of service?
these items here at these vendors as well to get a variety of things. There are some recipes. Now, this is why I'm doing this. I want to get to kindred standing with the Men of Bree, so that I can get this Return to Bree skill. It's similar to the Return Home skill that you bind your milestone to, except it's a separate skill on a separate cooldown, and it always brings you to Bree rather than being able to change it. You can't set it to a different place, but you have to be kindred with the Men of Bree to get it. So what this would mean is I would have two fast travel skills. One that I can set to any milestone anywhere, and then another that I can set to Bree specific, or that will always be to Bree. Because Bree is really the main travel hub of Eriador, and I'm not going to bother getting to kindred on most Eriador reputations in this character, but I do want to do it for Bree.
Hello there.
And these are crafting recipes for Bree. I don't think anything else here. Yeah, I'm going to go in, because I do have enough reputation to go in. I'm going to see if there are any more quests in here, but I don't see any.
What do you need?
So this is the Bree faction building that you have to be, I think, at least acquaintance to get in here. So there's some other reputation items you can buy. There's a little bit of crafting stuff in here. So it's like a hunting lodge, basically, is what it's made out to be. Now this place, I don't think that I've shown you before. This lady here, oh, my standing's too low, but she's another vendor, but she also can repair your things at a discount for cheaper than most vendors will repair your things. So that's another benefit of having a high standing with a faction. Alright, so it looks like I have to spend these items. I thought I would get more repeatable quests.
Greetings, friend.
What do you need?
And I don't think that there's really anywhere beyond this area where I will get reputation for Bree. Like, you find dwarves from Thorin's Hall all over Middle-earth, and you can get reputation by doing quests for Longbeards. Pretty much anywhere you can get reputation for the dwarves of Thorin's Hall. But for the men of Bree, it's really just around Breeland and a little bit Trestlebridge, basically. That's pretty much the only way. So I'm going to start using some of these items. Let me get my reputation screen up. Men of Bree. Alright, so I'm going to start using some of these. And you don't just get these from quests. You can also buy them on the auction house from other players. So it shouldn't take too long to use enough of these to get to kindred. So you can see I've got to get to... It's 25,000 rep to get to ally from friend. The tiers are neutral, acquaintance, friend, ally, and then kindred. So that just took me to ally, so I used about 30 to get to ally from friend. Alright, completed that. Got that deed, got that title, got those points. Alright, now I want to check and see if these bracelets are needed for anything in particular. Don't think they are.
Greetings, friend.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to look at the other vendor. Just to be sure. Because now that I'm ally, I have access to that repair vendor.
Greetings.
Yeah, those you all buy for money.
How may I help you?
So here, if I go to the repair tab, this is how you repair equipment. And most vendors have a repair tab. So, but I'll repair my helm. Now, I'm getting a discount here because I'm ally. If I went to a different vendor, the cost to repair this would be a little bit more. It wouldn't really be much more. Like, it might be 6 silver instead of the 4 and change that it is currently. So, I'll go ahead and repair that helm. Yeah, it looks like everything she sells is also for money. And there are also unique housing items you can buy from these reputation vendors as well. Alright, so I'm going to use these Cardillon trinkets then to get more reputation. Because it doesn't look like that I have to spend
what can I do for you?
The same way that I can spend Varrow treasures on things. Oh, let me get the reputation window back open. So it's 30,000 now, so it should be a little bit more than using 30 of these bracelets in that case. Alright, I'm gonna go through some of these stacks. I've got so many of them. Taking up some of my vault space. It's going to take a bit. Unfortunately, you can't turn in a whole stack of them at once. It's not that I know of. If I'm wrong about that, someone please let me know. I'd love to find a way to turn in an entire stack of reputation items at the same time. See, those bracelets give, the trinkets give 700 each, see? And these barrow treasures give 30 reputation points each, so it's a pretty big difference. But I really need to use up a bunch of these, so that's why I'm doing this. Also, if you ever need money, going into the dungeons and farming these, and by farming I mean killing them running through those dungeons specifically to gather these items, they sell for quite a nice chunk of change on the auction house. There's always people who are willing to pay money for you gathering tedious materials for them, or gathering materials for them that are tedious to gather. I mean, alright. Getting there. Alright, let me use a few of these. One more. And I'll get the rest of the way there on treasures. There we go. I am now kindred with the men of Bree. And this has opened up a meta deed to get kindred with every faction in Eriador, which I probably will not be doing on this character. I've done it on another one.
How can I be of service?
Okay, so I'm going to purchase... Oh wow, it takes 100. Didn't realize that. I'm going to purchase Return to Bree. So, you can see that gives me the Return to Bree skill. So it's a separate skill from my milestone skill. It's a separate cooldown. Very handy. Alright, that'll do it for this episode. Tune in next time. I'll show you, while I'm here in Bree, I'll show you some of the lesser known spots in Bree, and then I'll head on to Rivendell. Alright, tune in next time.